is Rebecca from Papeterie de Choix, and I'm here to share my latest journal. This one is quite big. It's not the biggest one I've ever done, but it's kind of close. It measures 9.5 inches tall, 6.5 inches wide, and it's 2 3/4 inches deep. And it's got 180 writing pages. So that's all the pertinence I'm going to really talk about, because you'll be seeing it as we go through it. So what I have on the front is the tie closure with just a little white safety pin and a little, was an earring, and I just glued it on with some fabric glue, and then a button here that's glued on, and then on the back I have a button glued here. And I did this to, this is a vintage doily, and it's attached here and here on the spine, and I wanted it to be able to open up with the cover because it's not glued on. So that's why I've done this the way I've done it. So it goes like that. And then this is a fabric, and I've done 3 journals out of this fabric, each with a different scene. And I'm calling this vintage croquet because it looks like that's what they're playing. And then on the back side you have this scene. So we're just going to do a quick flip through. And so I put in fabric pockets, and I made them so that they match up with the scene there. And then just a journaling card from a project I made a few weeks ago. And then this, it was a birthday card, I believe, or some type of greeting card, and I just put a cover over that. This is some Italian music paper. I found 2 books at the thrift store back in the fall that for $1/4 a piece. Couldn't believe it. So we've just got writing pages. I can turn the pages with some pockets with some doilies and some vintage dictionary pages, clock pages. This was a greeting card, and I just took the back off and colored it up, and it looks just fine in there. And vintage garden book pages. I needed something to go on this centerfold, and I might actually still put something here. Haven't made up my mind, but these are coffee filters, the large ones, and I ironed them flat and then dyed them with coffee and just a little bit of that pink dye, and folded them in such a way that I have like an all the way through tuck here and here, and then a little tiny pocket here. So that's something kind of different, I suppose. And this has 5 signatures going through it. And there's the other side of that music paper. This was a page out of a book, and I backed it and just stapled that little tab to it and stuck it right there. And then this is an envelope that I glued it shut and made a pocket from it. Here's something I made last year, and this is an image out of a book. I made a pocket out of it, and a tag. I've not put the holes in my tags yet. I'll do that tomorrow. I've been working on getting this finished pretty much all day, and I wanted to get it done because I've got more to do. And then this is a pocket that I made from, it's actually a book page, but it's like the cover of a sheet music. And then each signature has beads dangling on the inside. And then just a little book page and clock, and then one of those journaling cards that I made from a book with all of these vintage images of orchids. More gardening pages, and then this was an image out of a book, and I just it's coffee dyed, but this paper is actually the old paper that came like in photo albums, and so I had coffee dyed it, and so I used some of that for that journaling card. And then here's a card. This was an image out of a book, and this has also got that same paper on it. And on some of these pockets, I used my tear ruler and just cut it down, or not cut it down, tore it down. And here's some tags I've still got to put the string, get a ribbon into, and some an upper tuck space. And here's the center of this one, and it has some little pre-made ephemera pieces in it. This is a matchbook tag pocket, I suppose, with some writing space inside of it. And here's another tuck and another little pocket. Some stuff I've got stuff in and some I don't. And then another tag. This was a piece of just scrapbook paper, but it had some of these old scenes on them, so I just tore around them and made a pocket out of them. And here's another little scene. It's got that old photo paper for a backing. And then here's a tuck spot. This is just a napkin that I had decoupaged onto freezer paper, I think. And I squirted it with a little coffee and dried it, and just used it as a fold over pocket on both sides of the page. And an upper tuck, and this is a modern magazine, but it's made to look old-fashioned, so I'll put that in here. And some more of the clock page, and then this is an authentic vintage photo, and I just put it on this black paper, and then used my decal edge ruler and tore around it. And some I'm trying to say, not accountant paper, whatever the paper that is. And then here's this centerfold, and the other side of this ledger paper, my goodness. And more pockets and pages, and here's the other side of that magazine. And another little tuck top pocket. And then I did a giant like corner pocket here. And here's a pocket with a tag that needs some ribbon. And another corner pocket. And then this one I did two pockets in one here. The ripped edges. And then this is the centerfold tuck and pocket. And here we see the opposite sides of all the pages, and here's the tuck for that one. And then in the back here is there's a pocket here, and I just tried to line it up to make sure that it didn't look offset. And then this is a little card that I made back in, I guess, last fall or sometime last year. So that is vintage croquet. Thank you very much for watching. Next week I have a small, medium, and large version of this fabric book, and so next week I should have the medium. I do have the small one done, but I want to do the medium next and then the small one at the end. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.